Exactly. So I will share my screen and I'll show this beautiful cover. ¿Te gusta?
I didn't see. Right now. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. 7 pasos. Mira, that's it. A ver, para la comunicación impecable. That's awesome. That's it's ready the translation in
Yeah.
Spanish.
Yes.
Woohoo! I
So
will
with a
look
little
at
bit of
that.
magic, we will actually have it in Barcelona for the 8th
Yay!
of March. How does it get any better?
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
I love that title, 7 steps to the flawless. I was thinking, what is flawless? I don't get the word in my cognitive thing, but the energy flawless was wow.
Yeah.
Impeccable. Wow, that's amazing.
Exactly. And we were just talking about that. Like, what is flawless? When you are actually connected with you and listening to your body and
Hmm.
being willing to be in one with your body, then you can have no flaw because you are actually the best version of you that exists on the planet. And your body will let you know what is in harmony, what is vibrationally compatible, you know?
Yeah, that's a very different understanding about flawless, or at least in Spanish, impecable is like something right sometimes, but
Exactly,
it
exactly.
is not
And
only the right, just is with the all that connection between the body and you. No, it's amazing.
exactly. And what is right for you? I mean, we talk about right voice for you in access
Yeah,
consciousness. We talk
totally.
about right body for you, right? We talk about right riches for you, and you are always in the equation.
Yeah,
So
for
what is willing to have you and your body always in the equation? Then your being is actually in harmony with what shows up in your life.
totally. Today I was looking a video from you, the beginning of a pool that was you were talking about that, about uh, all the times that we are getting out ourselves of the question of our life. No? Everything we are doing everything for everyone else, uh, but not for us. So all that tools and classes and process, the one of the things that I love the most is how they are including us in that equation of life. And the thing with access is that they include our body too, and that's wow, it's amazing.
Yes. Because, I mean, we chose to be here present at this time on this planet, right?
Mm.
So we're doing that with our bodies, through our bodies also, the
Through our
experiences,
bodies.
right? The experiences we have. So why would we go about that without actually involving our bodies? You
Yeah,
know? Yeah.
that's a very good question, and so many people are trying to not to involve our the body because I don't know why, really.
We're
But
skipping over it because this mind, right? This
mhm,
mind is so busy, is so
mm,
present in
mm,
our everyday activities. So we're deciding what to do, when to do it, how to do it, where to do it, right?
yeah,
But actually, that is letting the mind lead. When you let the body lead, that shows up
mm,
as if by magic, you
yeah.
know?
You just say let the body lead, and my body say, "Ooh, yeah, yeah, stop the mind."
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
totally.
And because like you were saying about, the mind's definition of flawless is
Mm,
that it's got to be right or it's got to be wrong, right?
Hmm.
And so it's like when we first met in person, because we've been working and playing together for years with the translations for Access and had
Yeah.
so much contact. And then when I saw you maybe 2 years ago in June, I think,
Yeah,
and
in May.
it was like, oh my gosh,
My mind.
you're Mariano,
Yeah.
Mariano. So,
Finally with the
normally,
body.
yes, normally you shake hands, because
Yeah.
that's what the mind tells you. You have to first develop a rapport. But I already knew you. I just hugged you.
Yeah, totally.
Finally, I got a body with this voice and with this, image, right? And the right thing, I was in the advanced body class with Gary Douglas, which we have one coming up in Paris, in Paris,
Hmm.
um, March 23rd through 25th, right?
That's an amazing class.
It's an amazing
Nobody,
class.
nobody have to skip that. It's an
Yeah.
amazing class.
And I take everyone that I can. I follow that because they're all very different. And we met in that class and we both were working with our partners, right?
Mm.
And how do you say that in Spanish? In Italian, you say binome. I don't know why you say binome, but you say binome.
Binome. That's weird translation for me too. But in Spanish we say con nuestro compañero, compañero,
Okay.
compañera.
Yes, exactly. And well, when we met, I was like, we were both like, let's do an exchange together. Let's ask our partners if they mind. And
Yeah.
that was following the energy of our bodies, right? Our bodies were like, okay, fine, we've met, fine, we've hugged, but what can we give to one another? And it was beautiful.
Was really beautiful. Besides the body process in for themselves are very powerful. The exchange with our bodies was I remember that with total clarity. It was like all my reality was shaking when I was doing the body process on you was totally, and that's a lot of magic happening there. No, we have no explanation with our minds, but all that contact and all that energy moving was, I don't know what else exploding our reality, but I know something great was explode totally
Yes.
and create something really new.
And I love that you came up with this name, bodies, creation, and you, right? And I was just thinking about before coming on the Zoom, we have Emilio Claudio translating, and we had a similar experience. We were he came 2 years ago. It was a great 2 years ago, in to a body class of mine in France, right? So France is calling also,
Yeah.
and that created something, which I just showed the book cover, which he translated. So, everywhere we think that creation has to be immediate, and that the manifestation of what gets created has to be immediate. Let's destroy and uncreate all that.
Yeah, please.
Right? Run good, bad, all nine, pod, puck, short, boys, and beyonds. Because us meeting 2 years ago, now we're creating this class together.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
And
and
what will create that class too?
exactly. What invitation can that be to yumminess with bodies? I'm very curious how Emilio's translating yumminess. Is it deliciosamente? Deliciosidad.
Deliciosamente con los cuerpos. We can
Um,
help Emilio too.
yeah, and also people who are looking for that. Today I was having a day. I'm finishing my new book. Of so much mind stuff going on, and this reminder. I'm so grateful that this reminder. What's the name of our Zoom tonight? Bodies, creation, and you. Right? And so, how much can we be the invitation through these amazing body processes, through these tools, of people to remember to include you in the equation, include your body in the equation. And when you do that, creation is imminent.
It's eminent. That's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. And it's eminent, but you don't have to expect it right now. Could be right now, but no, the expectation, I say desperation is, I don't know how I say, sometimes I say something's brilliant, but I forget it. But desperation is where you stop the creation, no? When you are in desperation, despair, I think is a word in English.
How do you
Uh,
say it in Spanish?
Desesperación.
Uh-huh. Desperation. Yeah, that's it.
Desperation.
You're desperate.
You,
You're desperate. You have to have it
yeah,
happen. It's got to
yeah,
happen. I need it to happen now. I need it to happen now. There's
yeah,
no space in there. Yeah.
yeah. When you are doing that, you are destroying all your creation, and you don't let your body contribute to you, and the universe contribute to you. So
And you're not contributing to your body either. It's quite intense. And we all do it. We all
yeah,
do it. Gary and
yeah,
Dane do it as well. You know, we
yeah.
get there. And so really, I mean, that right about that in the 7 steps too. And with these body processes, it's an invitation. It's a bit of a trick, a manipulation to get you to remember
Mm-hmm.
to be present with your body. It's so funny. We are so funny, aren't we? How we
Yeah,
do.
totally, totally,
We get
totally.
all tense and dense. And you know, I was talking to a friend of mine today, a facilitator, and they were talking about creating classes and how, you know, I'd really like to create classes with more people in it, and what would it take to have more ease in creating for the future. And just in the wording of that, you can feel the, like you were saying, desesperación, the desperation in that, right? And we don't leave when we're that tense, we don't leave any space for the universe to contribute to us. We don't leave any space for
Nothing.
our bodies to breathe, right?
Yeah.
And so, and I'm so grateful for Access for bringing people like you into my world, so that sometimes you need to call someone and say, "Can you ask me a question?"
Totally.
Because I'm really like so functioning.
And the spur.
and, and, um,
Totally.
and these really these you know, body processes that we do, the work, the touch with the body, right? These hands-on body processes, they actually create those openings in that space in the body. So the moment you ask for it, it's already ready, right?
Mhm.
What would it take to have more space, more energy, more consciousness for me and my body at this moment, right? And thanks to these body processes, all those pockets are there and saying, here we are, we'll help you, we're ready. Just ask the question and we'll get you the possibility.
Totally. I love the body process. They change so many things in my life and in the life of a lot of people, you know, around me. It's so amazing, and they expand everything. Sometimes it's in the moment, and sometimes it's later. I acknowledge or recognize that in some months ago I was in despair. I was that is not working. That is not working. I put my hands. I let other people put the hands, and this is not working. And finally I give up that, and the things start to change. So I know also really good that that space with when you don't let your body breathe, or yourself breathe, no?
Yeah.
So it's amazing all the things that can change with the body. We call that bodies human creation, and maybe we can put again also and magic, no, magic, because
Yeah.
it's like magic. I remember one day so many foundations ago. I count my life with foundations, not with years.
Always starting over. That's cool.
um, and I have 3 people doing MTBSS on my body, and I woke up with a totally inorgasmic energy, totally orgasmic, and all my life was orgasmic for 2 months also, um, almost. So, and that explode a lot of things, and like that is a lot of things that are changing when we allow our body be touched and allow our body with engage with that energy. No, is like, well, you are doing that body process class for 6 years maybe, or 7, I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know either.
Maybe 18 years and you don't
18
remember.
trillion years, exactly. Yeah.
And so, no, it's so fucking magic when you touch people, and in first time the bodies are and that allows all that creation, no?
Yeah.
You are so right when we are thinking, and that doesn't create at all, or
But
maybe a little.
what we can invite people to, right? Through our vibration and our willingness, right? To open to more possibilities is just amazing. And that's transmitted just when you walk into a room, but with the touch, right? And it's
Mm,
funny you say how many 18 years, because I've always, I know what my embrace, you know what I mean, does for people. I actually have always felt the change that occurs with that. And I've got to say, I grew up in Boston, right? You know, I live in Italy now.
mhm.
We like touching. In Boston, not too much. So I'm really grateful, you know. And it's funny, in the cold places, you need to touch to stay warm, right? Warmer places, you're willing to touch and it's hot. Anyway, everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. But I
No.
love the Access body processes and facilitating them when I first started, because it actually gave me permission, right, to invite people through touch
Mhm.
to a different possibility, right? And
That's awesome.
yeah, and really that's what these classes do. The 3 days I was doing before I started the 3-day body classes, I was doing lots of individual body process classes as well, as many as I could, because I get really, when is it, Mariano, when is it that we decide that we don't want to be united and in communion with our bodies? All the points of views, all of the judgments, all of the um, false separations, fake separations that are projected upon us and that we buy as real. And then we incorporate that into our reality. And it
Yes.
creates a separation between us and our bodies. So everything that is,
I am sick
everything. I'm sorry.
with
I know,
that.
I see you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like
Hold on. I'm getting
that.
everything that is everywhere. We thought anybody else's point of view about what bodies are and what they're capable of and what they're not capable of. Can we destroy and uncreate all that, please?
Yeah, please.
A little magic. One,
Two,
dos, tres.
tres.
Just a
Ah,
little bit of English, Italian,
wow.
Spanish. Yep.
Everything
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And you said something that that puts show ups in my world right now. Um, you say I start that because that give me permission to touch, no? And I was thinking, for me too, is how many of us are are desiring to touch, or are very conscious about, very aware about all that just touching, and maybe allowing our bodies to give some energy or to turn on some energy in other bodies, that change realities. But because we doesn't have that permission, that allowance, that you live in Boston and everybody in the cities uh, sometimes live, no, but you feel that, no,
Yeah.
you're aware that you want to touch someone, and not in a sexual way, just willing to touch, and with all that confusion with sexual and things, we are not allowed that, and with that body process we can allow that and change realities and bodies, no, that's
Absolutely, absolutely. And Boston is just a geographical location, but how many of us have really associated touch, kindness in touch, gentleness in touch, specifically with sex and sexuality, right? And how many of us are not willing to receive kindness in touch with or without sex? So
yeah.
yeah. So the thing is that what these body classes do is not only, you know, show you what what you know about bodies, the information you get from them. And that's a lot of the reason sometimes people cut that off, that awareness off, because they feel like it's way too much, So everywhere we feel like our awareness about someone else's body means we have to do something, right? We have to have sex, we have to refuse sex, we have to heal them, we have to blah, blah, blah.
Hmm.
Excuse
Okay.
me. Get your
Yeah.
barf bags. And I
Go on,
destroyed that. Oh,
please. Yeah, please.
right. Well, good bed all night, pod, pod, short, boys and beyond. So I'm getting very excited about this class we're going to be doing together.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Kindness, the gentleness, the exploration. I already know that. And the creation, which started maybe way before we physically met 2 years ago. Yeah.
uh,
Is the planet asking for this now?
yes, yes, it's a big yes.
Yeah.
I am
Awesome.
so inspired with that, to start to share that and to do that class with you, because I felt, I I am aware of that, all that energy that can change for all the bodies. No, it's
Yeah.
and again we see sometimes only the change for that people that came, but it's not only that, it's for all the people in that will be in touch with that, no, it's that's exponentialize, it's
And
amazing.
also the trees and the planet. The more ease people on this planet have with their bodies as they're walking on the planet, as they're walking on the earth, the kinder that vibration they're sending into the earth is. And we
Wow.
all receive that.
Yeah.
How often have you walked by a location and all of a sudden you get pissed off? Does it have anything to do with you, or is that all the people who have been mad walking by that, right?
No one's living in a city have been there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so the creation, including your body and the creation, I love the title. And with Ari, she's flying now, but we talked about maybe doing a series of these, half-hour Zooms and up leading up to our adventure on March 8th through 10th in Barcelona,
That would be awesome.
about bodies, creation, and you. Yeah, yeah.
Totally.
I'm gonna be
Totally.
doing, yeah, I'm gonna be, yeah, so we can do some Facebook Lives. I really love the energy of it. And inviting people to possibilities. And whether we meet them in person now, we know that, right? Whether
Mhm.
we meet them in person now, whether we meet them in person in March in Barcelona or at some other time, the creation has already begun.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. That goosebumps me. that's that's awesome, awesome. So what
Can't
does
you say that your body, I think your body is loving that white turtleneck you have on.
totally, 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 totally.
You know what the
Wow.
turtleneck is? The turtleneck is your shirt.
Huh?
I think
What?
your body is loving that shirt you have on.
Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. I love it. That's so yummy. So yummy. And that's
Can we
other
all
thing.
get one of those in Barcelona if we come? Are those are do they have those in
Yeah,
Barcelona?
yeah, 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 for sure, for
First
sure.
wear?
You can get some. Totally. So wow, what amazing, amazing journey starts here. No, it's like, well, we can see or say that it starts here, but it's opening. And how much more aware can we be about all the creation that we are doing that we are not acknowledging? Because so many times we are not acknowledging the change or the creations, and that stop it again. No, despair and not acknowledging is something that stop the creation. So how much more can everybody here and us to be aware and acknowledging all that change, that maybe not cognitive, because you said that's begun, and I say wow,
Yeah.
yes, that begins,
You,
no?
you know what
And
I wanted to say? Also, you were talking about, I don't remember when, you said that you were really intense and you were really having people put their hands on you because you were feeling
mhm,
that. One of the things that's shown up for me, thankfully, sometimes we don't get it fast, right? Is that every time that shows up for me, I'm asking that question. So, truth, is something being created here, right?
mm,
Is what I've been asking for being created here, and is it
I
in?
forget that.
Yeah, yeah. And for years I forgot it, and with these body processes, with these body classes, the ease, joy, and glory becomes so normal for you, right? That when you're feeling something different, you're like, okay, what's going on here? A question
Hmm.
shows up for you. What's going on here? And one of the things, especially with this body's creation in you, is something I've desired being created here, and you got to shake it up, and that's what we do. We shake up the molecules. We wake them up. Wake up, baby! Time to wake up. Time to get going. Time to start moving. Time to move. Time to be in creation, and the body loves that. The body does love that, and just
Yeah,
because it doesn't feel comfortable doesn't mean your body's not loving it. Because sometimes comfortable is actually not what.
not comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. It's not creating your future. It's not creating your future. Yeah, that you require. So
I
what?
was creating a lot.
So we will do something next week with we'll look and find out when it is. I think it's going to be, what's today? Wednesday? Thursday.
Wednesday. Yeah,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So it's going to be sometime when maybe next Wednesday or next Thursday, but about creations, bodies, and you, and we'll
Awesome.
post it again. So just
Awesome.
leave us with a question: what creation can you and your body together be that would create more ease in your life, your living, and your magic?
Yay. I love it. Thank you for that. Thank
Thank
you so
you,
much.
darling. Thank you.
Thank,
Lovely.
thank you to everybody here and Emilio
Gracias.
for the translation.
Absolutely. And Emilio's amazing, and he's not showing his face at the moment, but thank you both. Thank you. And thank
Thank
your
you. Thank you.
amazing team.
And
Okay.
thank you, Arlette and Lorena, for being hosting
Ah,
that.
letto, bellissimo. Okay.
See you.
Bellissima. Ciao. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.